Welcome to our class. Today we are going to learn about cell structure. Today's class cell structure. Before that, what is inside a cell? Inside a cell there are many tiny structure is called cell organelles. Okay, inside a cell there are many tiny structure called cell organelles. These organelles are responsible for providing needs food of the cell. Okay, the work to bring in food supplies, get rid of waste, protection and repair of cells, and help it to grow and reproduce. The cell organelles responsible for providing needs of cells. Okay, to work, bring in food supplies, get rid of waste, protection and repair of the cell, and help it to grow and reproduce. Each one of has a specific function to do for the cell. Each one of the cell organelles have a specific function to do for the cell, and if any cell organelle stop its function, then the cell is programmed to die. Okay, if any once organelle stop its function, then the cell is programmed to die. Now, cell structure. As we have mentioned before, all cells have some common structure. Okay, all cells have some common structure. These are cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Okay, nucleus present only in eukaryotic cell. Only in the eukaryotic cell. The nucleus is absent in prokaryotic cell. Now going to see the structure of a typical plant cell and animal cell. Okay, in the first one, cell membrane. The boundary of an animal cell is the plasma membrane, which is also called as cell membrane. Okay, the animal cell's boundary is called plasma membrane. See, this plasma membrane otherwise called cell membrane. Next is cell wall. Cell wall as known as supporter and protector. Cell wall is also known as supporter and protector. All animal cell and plant cell are enclosed or surrounded by a cell membrane. All cells, all animal cells and plant cells are enclosed or surrounded by a cell membrane. Animal cells often have an irregular shape. Animal cells often have an irregular shape. Plant cells have a much more regular and rigid shape. Okay, the plant cell have a much more regular shape. Okay, plant cells have an additional layer on outer side of the cell membrane. Okay, the cell membrane is present in both animal cell and plant cell, but the plant cell have an additional layer on the outside of the cell membrane. This is called as the cell wall. Okay, the additional outer layer on outside of the cell membrane is called cell wall. Okay, it provides a framework for support and stability. The cell wall is formed from various components. Okay, the cell wall is formed from various components, the main one being cellulose. Okay, the main thing is cellulose. Cellulose helps to maintain the shape of the plant cell. Cellulose helps to maintain the shape of the plant cell. This allows the plant cell to remain rigid and upright even if it is grow to great height. Okay, the cellulose helps to the plant cell upright even if it is grows to great heights. Each cell is interconnected with its neighboring cells. Okay, the each cell is interconnected with its neighboring cells through opening is called plasmodesmata. Okay, the each cell is interconnected with its neighboring cell through the opening. That opening name is called plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata. The next very important thing is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is called as area of movement. The cytoplasm is called as area of movement. A large region of each cell can enclosed by the cell membrane. The large region of each cell and enclosed by the cell membrane. This region is called cytoplasm. This region is called cytoplasm. The cytoplasm includes all living parts of the cell within the cell membrane, excluding the nucleus. So, cytoplasm includes all living parts of the cell within the cell membrane, excluding the nucleus. The cytoplasm is made up of cytosol. The cytoplasm is made up of cytosol and cell organelles. Cytoplasm is made up of cytosol and cell organelles. The cytosol is a watery, jelly-like medium made up of 70 to 90% of water. Okay, and usually colorless. Okay, the cytosol is a watery, jelly-like medium made up of 70 to 90% of water and colorless. Okay, so this region takes up very little strain. Okay, cell organelles and the structures present inside the cell are nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, vacuoles, ribosomes, Golgi body, lysosome, mitochondria, centriole, chloroplast, surrounded by plasma membrane and cell wall. Okay, see these are called cell components. Cell components. These are covered by or enclosed by plasma membrane and cell wall. Protoplasm. What is protoplasm? The material inside and outside the nuclear membrane is known as protoplasm. The material inside and outside the nuclear membrane is known as protoplasm. The fluid inside the nucleus is known as nuclear liquid or nucleoplasm, and outside the nucleus is called as cytoplasm. Okay, the material and inside and outside the nuclear membrane is known as protoplasm. Inside the nucleus, that is called nucleoplasm. Outside the nucleus is called cytoplasm. So here protoplasm, cytoplasm and nucleoplasm both also in the cell. Okay, so protoplasm means the material inside and outside the nuclear membrane is known as protoplasm. The fluid portion present in the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. Okay, see the fluid portion outside of the nucleus is called cytoplasm. Next, inside the cytoplasm. Inside the cytoplasm. In the first one, mitochondria. Mitochondria. The mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell. Do you remember learning about the food as the energy sources for the body? Yeah, the food that we ate to broken down into order to release the energy which can be used by our body to function. Okay, the mitochondria are responsible to do this function. Okay, so the mitochondria after the digestion this release the energy to our body function. Okay, see very active cells have more mitochondria than cells are very less. Okay, which cell is very active that contain more mitochondria? Okay, what are the cells are active in very less, that cells contain less amount of mitochondria. Okay, mitochondrion is an oval or rod shaped double membrane bounded organ. Okay, organelle is called mitochondria. Mitochondria is an oval or rod shaped double membrane bounded organelle. Okay, aerobic respiratory reactions takes place within the mitochondrion to release energy. Okay, the aerobic respiration reacts takes place in the mitochondrial to release energy. So it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. So the mitochondria release the energy by aerobic respiration. So the mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Okay. The energy produced within the mitochondria is used for all the metabolic activities of the cell. Okay, the which is produced by the mitochondrion is used for all the metabolic activities of the cell. The next one, very important one, stem cells. Stem cells. Okay, see, this is totally different from other cells. The stem cells are totally different from other cells. Why? Because the stem cells are quite amazing as they can divide and multiply. Okay, the stem cells are quite amazing as they can divide and multiply. The same time, with their ability to develop into many other types of cells, ability to develop into any other type of cells. Embryonic cells are very special. Embryonic cells are very special as they can become absolutely an type of cells of the body. Okay, the embryonic cells are very special. From this develop the other types or any type of the cell in the body. For example, from the stem cells we can develop the blood cell, nerve cell, muscle cell or gland cell. So the utilized by the scientists and medios to cure and prevent some diseases like spinal cord injuries. Scientists and medicos are used the stem cells to cure or prevent the some disease like spinal cord injuries.